Hey YouTubers, Starfire here. So The Flash is back! Woohoo! Season 5. I'm so happy. So it's just me tonight because Raven's not feeling well. So I hope she feels better, and we'll see her again when she's doing better. So yeah. It is season 5, episode 1, called Nora. Okay, oh my goodness. So I think this was a really great premiere. I felt like it was really strong, like there was a lot of really great stuff in it. I even did some live tweeting on our Twitter, so if you guys saw that, like maybe you could like it or comment, that would be great. Otherwise, yeah. I'm going to try to start doing that more while I'm watching the episodes. Just so you guys kind of can, feel like you're interacting with us when we're watching the episode, and like giving our reactions as we're watching, and then when we do the review, we can still talk about it, but we can just talk about it more in depth. So yeah. Anyway, there were a lot of really great things I liked about this episode. I love, that she has the purple lightning, and I just love all the family moments. I love, that Barry and Iris are really strong this season, and they're in a really good place, and that makes me happy because, season 4 sucked in a lot of ways. I mean, honestly, I just missed them. Like, I just missed everything about the show, honestly. I'm so happy that it's back. Like, so happy. This is what I love to talk about. So, yeah. Anyway, of course, like, when Barry was talking about, space-time continuum, she could, like, completely make herself disappear and not exist, and she's like, oh, yeah, Terminator 2, and he's like, no, it's he was about to say Back to the Future, but she didn't get it. Like, I think it's hilarious how she continues to always get the movies wrong. Like, it's just funny. I'm actually wearing a Back to the Future shirt right now. It has quotes all over it from the movie, so. But anyway, yeah, I just, like, love all the references, of course, and everything, and just learning that, Nora wasn't actually stuck there. She came because, and I mean, we kind of already knew that going into it, like, we didn't know the extent, really. We didn't know, like, for sure, but we had an idea, like, I mean, there was a reason why she was, like, clinging to Barry more and bonding more with him than she was with Iris. So, I mean, now it makes sense because, he's lost in the crisis or disappears during the crisis, and he doesn't come back. And it was just her and Iris, and she didn't really get to experience time with her father, and so she's, wanting that now. And I feel bad for Barry because he didn't get to have those first with her, that he was talking about with Iris, and it was just such a touching scene, like, just the detail that he used to describe everything, and just, how much he wanted that, and how he imagined their family and everything. And, like, I mean, we don't know the reason why Nora's necessarily not that, like, close with Iris, or why she's, like, kind of, like, hesitant around her. I mean, we know that she spent all of her time with her, and that it was just the two of them because Barry was missing. But we don't know the reason why Nora feels the way she does. So, other than the fact that, Barry was gone and she didn't get to know her father. So I'm glad that they get to have that time now. And I loved how they were running, like, near the end when they went to go get the ice cream, and like how both of their favorites are the same, and And I think it's interesting how, like, so many characters, not so many, but, like, a couple characters that I've seen in shows always seem to choose mint chip as their favorite, especially the woman. Like, on One Tree Hill, Haley's favorite ice cream was mint chocolate chip, and Nathan's was Rocky Road. And then on this, Iris likes mint chocolate chip. So I just think that's kind of cool because I sometimes compare Naley and West Allen, so not compare in a bad way, but I mean like compare moments and just different things that happen in their relationship. So I know they're different, but whatever. Anyway, I just thought it was an interesting little detail. But yeah, I loved near the end when they were running, when they went to go get the ice cream, and like Nora was doing the voiceover like Barry does at the beginning, and she's just like, I'm the fastest woman alive, and you know, one day I hope to be able to make it so that he doesn't disappear, and all of this stuff. And she's like, I am excess, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so great, like, oh, I want to cry. Like, it's so good, so good. And like, I'm so happy. Like, I really hope this season is way better than season 4 was. And I have a feeling it will be because it's the 5th season. And it's going to have its 100th episode this season. So, usually, that means that it's a good season. And now my eyes are stinging. Great. Anyway, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. So, yeah. So that was great. I loved seeing them running together in that voiceover. And then, of course, seeing the villain at the end, Kakata, or however you say his name, with the lightning bolt. And I loved the line that Cisco said where he's like, don't drink and vibe. That was so great. And I don't know, like, it was just so touching to me how much Nora wanted to be around her father, and like that she's also a CSI, and she's like super smart, and she's just like, she's definitely a daddy's girl, and like, I just think it's so sweet. Oh, and we learned a little bit about Caitlin too, like another clue about Caitlin's past. Her father's death certificate is apparently a fake, and yeah. Some more details into her Killer Frost stuff, I'm assuming. We shall see, though. Like, yeah. It's getting good. And it's just the first episode. But yeah, like... And I loved... Oh, I have to mention this. The Flash ring. I have to mention that. That's like a perfect Easter egg. It's so great. And I love that this suit came out of the ring. And the suit that was in the ring was like the OG original look of the Flash suit. And it was dope. It was so awesome. Like, oh, that was like such a great, great thing that they put in. Like, so good. I'm sure a lot of people were really excited about that. So yeah, I'm really happy that we get to see the Flash ring and the suit come out of it like that. It's awesome. Also, when they were trying to stop the plane because Gridlock was going to make it crash, and you know Barry hadn't done phasing with something that heavy before, and he didn't know if he could do it, and like it was him, Wally, and Nora, and working together as a team, the three Flashes, they were able to phase the plane through the buildings and give it a safe water landing. And I was just like, yay, teamwork! Like, Flashes working together! This is awesome! Team Flash! Like, I know Team Flash is like, you know, Star Labs team, but they can also be Team Flash because they're actually speedsters. So maybe I should say Team Speedster instead of Team Flash for them. But anyway, Team Speedster for the teamwork that they did in phasing the plane through the buildings and saving everybody. So yay. That was awesome to see. It really was. And then of course the West Allen scene towards the end where, you know, he's like, she was fearless, just like you. And I was just like, aw, my West Allen heart, my West Allen feels. Like, I miss them so much. And, and then, like, when they were doing the thing in the plane, too, when he was remembering, and they were showing the flashback with Wells, and he was remembering, like, all the things that he said to Barry, and, like, Barry was remembering them, and I just thought that was so, so amazing. Like, Wells was such a important person to him in his life, and just hearing those words and being like, you know, it's bigger than you, like, you have this, like, you can do this, like, it's, you know, I don't remember all the words exactly, I can't say them the way he did, but, like, it was so good. Anyway, back to the West Allen scene. So yeah, like, he's like, she was fearless, like you, and she's like, and, you know, hopefully we get to have a happy ending. And then the look on his face, of course, because he knows that that is not what's going to happen, since he never comes back during the crisis. So hopefully that can be amended, and he will be able to come back and not completely disappear forever. But we'll see. I'm just glad that that Nora gets to spend time with him, and he gets to spend time with her, and they get to have their daughter with them, their grown-up future daughter with them. And what the heck? They have a freaking lounge in Star Labs. Like, what? Like, we never knew about that until now. Joe's just like, yeah, I've been coming here, like, since day one. Like, that's awesome. That is legit. I would sleep in that lounge, too. That was freaking awesome. But anyway, I mean, I know a lot of people dislike Ralph, but I felt like he helped a lot in this episode, and he did some good, and he was like, he was used, he was necessary, like, he was there for a purpose, and I feel like, you know, some of the times he was there last season, he wasn't, so I'm glad that he was used in that way in this episode. At least that's how I felt. I don't know how everybody else felt, but anyway, and then him saying the thing about, like, how there's might be other universes, and, like, maybe there's one where the last Indiana Jones movie never came out. I'm just like, I feel you. I totally feel you there. There were some good parts about it, but overall it was, like, the worst of all of them. So, yeah. And then he called it manyverse instead of multiverse. And that was funny too. So, yeah. I mean, Cisco is just kind of doing his lines in this, like, his one-liner funny stuff in this episode. Like, when this suit came out of the ring, he's like, did I do that? Did I make that? And, Nora was like, no, this was done by Ryan Choi or something like that. And she's like, no offense. He's like, none taken. Like, he still thought that suit was dope, even though he didn't create it. That's so cool. Like, it was so awesome. That was, like, the best suit ever. Of all the suits that he's had, I think that's, like, the coolest looking one, just because it's, like, it looks like the original look of the Flash. So it's, like, it's super, like, it's a super great homage to the original just look. Not necessarily the original Flash before this one, but just in general, like, the original look of the Flash himself. So, yeah, I thought that was really awesome. I feel like I've said awesome so many times in this video. But anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed the episode. I thought it was really great. And I'm really looking forward to this season. I feel like it's going to be really great after the lackluster season 4 that we had. And I'm just so happy that it's back. And, yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say, but I don't really feel like I had anything that I disliked about the episode. I pretty much disliked everything about it in general. So, it was a really strong opening episode for the season. So I feel like it can only get better from here, hopefully. But yeah, we'll see. I feel like it can't get any worse than season 4, so, you know, it's got to get worse before it can get better, right? So hopefully season 5 is the better one. But yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to also get the Black Lightning review up as well. So I need to watch the episode and then I will do the review for that. I just wanted to make sure that I did this review after I saw The Flash instead of waiting until after I saw both episodes and then doing the reviews, because I wanted to, like, you know, have what I just saw fresh in my mind instead of watching another episode of something different and then having to do it. So yeah, I think that's probably going to be the way we should do it, even when Raven's here. And I mean, I'll talk to her about it, but I think that would, like, be a good idea, just because that way, like, you know, we get one done and then we watch the next episode of Black Lightning and then we do that. So yeah. But anyway, that will be up also in a little while once I get this uploaded. And yeah, so those are the ones you have to look forward to. And Supernatural also comes back this week on Thursday, and I might have somebody else joining me. So yeah, you'll get to see a new person. Well, not necessarily new person. She has been in other reviews we've done. But yeah. So anyway, I guess until next time, keep believing in the impossible.